This is the Kahikatea swamp forest remnant behind the chemist's house in St. Luke's. It's so beautiful. Imagine if everything was still like this. Soothes the nervous system on either sides of something that I have to do but I don't want to. In 2023, I was in London in the UK and I was researching how native flora and fauna from Aotearoa is represented in public collections over there, and how some of those tell a particular story that we don't have access to over here. So one of the things that caught my attention was the ornithological collection of Henry Rothschild, which is held at Tring. And the Tring, there's a special part of Tring which is an extension of the London. There's a special part of Tring that is an extension of the Natural History Museum, which is in London, and Tring is just outside of London Central. When I first contacted Tring about viewing the Rothschild collection in 2023, the timing didn't work out. This work on extinct birds, which was actually written and published by Rothschild. So here's a quick look at that. Okay. Of course it's fucking raining. I hadn't realised, but the painting I wanted to see was actually commissioned as an illustration for a lecture and publication by Rothschild himself on extinct and vanishing birds. The kind librarian Kat O'Carroll easily made this connection and made sure the book was available for us to view. In 1839, a flax trader sent a large animal bone to London. It landed in the care of anatomist and paleontologist Sir Richard Owen. Owen's guess was it belonged to a giant bird unknown to science. He named the bird Dinornis and presented his findings to the Zoological Society in 1943, but basically no one believed him. Except for Rothschild. Through Rothschild's connections, he knew people were beginning to notice and report diminishing populations of different types of birds. The concept of extinction and the contribution of human impact was slowly being recognised as a very real possibility. Rothschild went around gathering information on potentially extinct and threatened birds, presenting his landmark lecture, Extinct and Vanishing Birds, to the Ornithological Congress in 1905. In 1907, he published his extended research on the subject in this book. Many native birds to Aotearoa are mentioned in this book. The first illustration is a fold-out of a takahe, illustrated by J.G. Kuhlemans of Buller's Bird's notoriety. At the time of publication, the takahe was thought to be extinct. Kiwi anatomy and extensive detailed studies of moa bones are also illustrated, supporting Owen and Rothschild's belief in the previous existence of this giant bird, which was still considered only hypothetical at the time. The book itself is one of the earliest works promoting consideration of conservation, by listing the known bird species at risk and those thought to be extinct, describing the potential impact of different forms of human activity. Rothschild lay important groundwork for how we identify and classify threatened species today. Today, 82% of Indigenous birds of Aotearoa, New Zealand, are threatened. Guidelines for measuring and supporting these important mana Māori are based on information from field reporting methods Rothschild would pretty much crash on. After we finished up, Kat dropped me back at the station. An avid bird lover herself, we shared a moment when she gently told me how she thinks of the nests in the collections, made by birds now gone, and how these nests may never be made again.